This is Women in Music with Gfire Podcast, episode number 49, with singer, songwriter, and blues guitarist extraordinaire, Ally Venable. Hey, Ally, how's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad we could meet up today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, I'm in Austin, Texas. Where are you?
I live in Kilgore, Texas.
And where's that?
It's about 2 hours east of Dallas, and an hour from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Great. And were you born in Texas?
Yes.
And where was that?
In this area, Kilgore, Longview area.
So are you still at home with the folks, or?
Yes.
Well, saves money though.
Yeah.
We all know that the profits in this business are not always the highest.
Well, I think especially with how everything inflation is right now, especially when COVID happened and how everything was just driven up, I think it's a smart decision to still live at home when I can.
Absolutely, and you're only 23. It's not like you're 50 and you're like, I'm still living at home with the folks. So you're originally from Kilgore, Longview area, and you're a very accomplished guitarist. When did you start playing?
Thank you. I started playing when I was about 12.
Okay. And did you always know you wanted to be a blues player?
I didn't always, when I first started, I didn't know what everything entailed, just something that I really liked doing. And when I first started playing music, I played country music, and I didn't really know how to play the guitar, just a few chords. And then I discovered Stevie Ray Vaughan, and that's what changed it for me. That's what introduced me to the blues genre. And that's kind of my goal with my music, is to introduce, I guess, young people or people that don't know a lot about blues music and to the genre, like a segue towards it, kind of like how Stevie did for me.
That's an honorable goal. That's great. All right, we've got the new album coming out, which is called
Real Gone.
Real Gone. And the single that Patty suggested was the one I guess you co-wrote it with Buddy Guy?
It was a duet with Buddy.
Now, who wrote it?
I believe Rich Fleming and Tom Hamridge, they wrote the song.
Oh, okay. So you're doing basically, you're interpreting somebody else's song on that one.
Yes. It was a perfect song for me and Buddy, because it was a great explanation of who we are, and it's kind of like a passing of the torch type thing. And he's from Louisiana and I'm from Texas. I'm really close to Louisiana, and it basically just talks about that. And it's a very relatable song for people in the South. And and it's with Buddy Guy. So
now, how did that even happen?
Well, it was Buddy's idea. So I was on tour with him, opening some shows, and we were backstage. I was just hanging out with him. And he was like, hey, we need to make an album help Ally make an album. And I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. And so it was his idea to do it.
Wow. And how did you get the opening slot for his tour?
Well, when I started, my last album I had, I'm really good friends with Kenny Wayne Shepherd. And he guested on my last album as well. He just played guitar. And I started touring with him from that. And then that led me to start touring with Buddy as well.
That's just great. It's like the stars were totally aligned in your favor. Yeah, I got a sneak peek at the video. It's really cool. Yeah, yeah. I promise I won't release it till it's released. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I've been in the biz a few years, so my promises are good. Well, let's think about here. When did you start writing songs?
Oh, I started writing songs when I first started singing, and I mean they were just little songs there was no structure to them, but I would just write little songs here and there as I was growing up. So I guess I've always written them.
Okay, yeah, that's a good enough answer on that one. And I guess, as you got better on the guitar, you could make better songs.
Incorporate that. Yes.
Yeah, very cool. Do you play any other instruments? I mean, vocals and guitars a lot.
Yeah. Well, when I was in school, I played the cello. I don't play that anymore, but I used to play that and a little bit of piano. But my main thing is just guitar and singing.
And, it's got to take a lot of practice on your scales and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I think I learned the most when I play live with my band. Is when I learn the most. When I'm jamming with other players as well.
That's cool. So you don't sit around and make up stuff at home. You mostly jam with others.
Yeah, I do as well. I do that at home, but I'm on the road more than I am at home.
Okay. Got to make use of that schedule then.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, let's play the song for our listeners so they can hear it. Yeah, the thing I'm most impressed with is your trading licks with Buddy Guy. Did that ever, were you ever fangirling out?
Oh, I definitely was. It's definitely a dream of mine to be able to do this. I remember my mom had surprised me with tickets to go see him for my birthday one year when I was a freshman, I believe, in high school. And I saw him at the House of Blues in Dallas. And going from that to now, becoming his somewhat friend, and he's a mentor of mine now, and touring with him, and also going on his farewell tour. And now I have a single out with him and a music video with him. I'm just thrilled. It's just like a dream. be honest.
Yeah, that is a dream. That's really great. Well, that's cool. Anything else you can shed a light on this song or on the album itself?
Well, I think this album itself is definitely a step up from all of my other albums that I put out, just because I've had more experience touring and I'm developing my voice and my guitar playing, and opening up myself to writing with new people. And it's definitely a step up, and it's a more mature coming of age type of album, I feel like.
Yeah, because you have 4 other albums before this. That's amazing at your age. It's just crazy, but you kind of knew what you were doing, like you said when you first started.
Well, yeah, I learned as I go. You never really know everything, but you just start and keep going and learning different things here and there and bringing that together. See where you want to go.
So where all are you touring? Is it worldwide?
With Buddy, I'm touring just in the States with him. The schedule is on my website at allyvenableband.com, where people can look at where we're going to be.
Tell me your website again. It's allyvenable.com.
allyvenableband.com.
Ally Venable Band. Okay. .com.
Yes, and those are all, you'll see all of the tour dates for me opening for Buddy, as well as with Eric Gels. And then I'm going to be a part of the 2023 Blues Caravan Tour in Europe as well. And then I'll have my own headline shows here in the States too, and potentially in Canada as well. So I'll be all over the place.
That's all for this year, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
Yes, I'm very excited.
What do you love most about the road?
I love that I get to, I guess, pursue my passion, and I actually enjoy being on the road more than I enjoy being at home. Because I have like a schedule, something to do. I get to meet people, go to different locations all the time. It's a very fast-paced lifestyle, going from place to place to place. And I just really love that. And I guess that would be why
that's
it's
your
my
number
favorite.
one. You just prefer being on the road.
Yes.
That's, you're a true road warrior then.
Yes.
And, the blues obviously has a pretty big following worldwide. So.
Yeah, I feel like it does as well. And it's cool to see the different types of people that will come out to the shows in different areas and different parts of the world too.
Did you ever take any like guitar or singing lessons, or you just kind of messed around with everything?
When I very first started, I took lessons with my dad, and then I surpassed him and he stopped taking lessons. And then I stopped once I kind of got the gist of it. And then I just learned from different guitar players, or learn stuff, like I said, with my band while I'm playing live, try something or listen to something. I do a lot by ear. So yeah, that's how I learned over time.
And is there anything you don't like about the road?
Nothing that comes to mind at the moment. I guess it takes a lot of energy being on the road, that people don't realize. So I guess that part of it, like taking up your energy while you're traveling from place to place or flying from place to place.
I mean, can you get enough sleep?
I definitely try to get enough sleep. I can go to sleep just like that. Like I can go to sleep just on an airplane, like, boop, I'm out.
You're so lucky. That's perfect. That's really cool. What are some other career highlights you might want to?
I think definitely playing with Buddy on stage. Going to Europe. I've been to Europe several times. That was a career highlight. Playing with and meeting with so many cool musicians. I think doing the Joe Bonamassa Keeping the Blues Live at Sea cruise, going to the Bahamas. That was a really fun experience to do that. Yeah, I did a event with Gibson, and I got to meet Billy Gibbons and talk with him in like the dressing room, and Lizzie Hale and Slash. And Robin Zander from Shoot Trick. So yeah, I've gotten to meet a lot of really cool people. I think those are some highlights.
Any particular city that's really one of your favorite places to play?
I really like playing in Texas. I like playing in Austin and Dallas and Houston, and I'm gonna be doing a little run like that around my birthday. I'll come to my hometown and play in my hometown in April. And I think Texas is fun. Florida, I like playing in Florida. California is pretty fun. And Denver, Colorado, like Colorado is in like Telluride Mountain Village area is really pretty.
And how about overseas?
Yes, overseas, I really like playing all the places over there are fun. Germany, Netherlands, France. We did a festival in the Czech Republic, which was really fun.
Nice.
That was really fun. It was a Blues Alive festival, I think is what it's called.
You're getting all these credits. Do you have any cautionary tales? Like, say somebody's young and getting in the business, and do you have anything you would offer as advice, or stay away from this, or whatever? Anything you want to throw out there?
Well, I would say to anybody that's wanting to start out to, I guess, be in the music industry or business is to be yourself, one, and to play what you want to play, write songs that are close to you in your heart, and just, do what you want to do. People will you'll find that there are people in different areas and different things that will like what you do and will support you. And because I'm very grateful for that. I have so many amazing fans and people behind the scenes that really help push what I'm doing. And so I would say just follow your heart and do what you think is best for you. And you'll learn along the way if you keep going and you're passionate about it.
And do you have any goals you want to do before you're 30 or something,
Yeah, I have a few goals, I guess, before I'm 30. I guess move out of my parents' house.
That's a good one. That's
the main goal. I'm almost there. I can feel it.
Are you going to stay in Longview?
I don't know. I kind of like being in this area just because I'm away everywhere else all the time. My life is so busy and crazy. So I feel like if I have a house here that is close to my family and it's real slow pace, I'll really like it for the time that I'm here, and then I can leave. I don't know. I might change when the opportunity comes. Who knows?
And other than that, were there any other things you wanted to accomplish?
I just want to continue, I guess, what I'm doing now, and just keep raising the bar and keep pursuing it and going to a different level, as much as I can.
Do you have any road stories that would be fun to share?
Oh, on this last tour, when we were in Europe, my drummer had to get his tooth pulled while we were on the road, which was crazy. And They didn't give him any antihistamine or anything. He just had to get it pulled.
They didn't use any numbing stuff?
No. He just had to get it pulled, yeah. But it was apparently really cheap to do, so I don't know.
It was.
And then the next day he had to play a show, so I love Isaac. He's great. That's my drummer. But yeah, he had to get his tooth pulled while we were on the road. So I guess that would be a funny road story.
That's funny after the fact. I'm sure it wasn't that funny in the moment.
Oh my God,
him.
no. Me and my bass player, EJ, were trying to find yogurt for him at the hotel, just stuff he could have. But he was he was just ooh, the whole time. So he couldn't sing or anything. He just played his drums.
That's amazing that he could still do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy. he could do that.
How about starting out? Where was your first professional gig? And
oh my goodness. Well, I played anywhere that I could when I first started. I played at grocery places. I would play at crawfish stands. I would play at anywhere I could think of. But my very first couple shows, I played at this little coffee shop in Henderson, Texas called Mojo's. I played there. And then I'm actually returning to this one place that I would guest play and play at in my hometown for my birthday this year. It's called The Back Porch, and it's in Kilgore, Texas. And I just do that once a year to just come back home and play for everyone. And it's really fun.
That's really cool. I have one question on here. You can or can't, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but what do you think about MP3's quality as opposed to, like nobody really uses CDs that much anymore?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you print up your album on a couple of CDs or any vinyl or anything like that, or do you just do digital?
I definitely have CDs and vinyl of my music that I'll have at my shows, and also people can purchase off my website. I definitely have that. But yes, with streaming and everything, especially how convenient it is, I understand why people are geared more towards streaming on their phone because it's just right there. And versus wanting to get a CD. I feel like CDs and vinyl are more of like, if you really are a super fan of the artist and you're at the show and you want to take something like as memorabilia from the show, from the live show, that's the item that you would probably want to get, or a t-shirt or something. And then if you want to continue to like listen to the artist's music, even though it doesn't, it's not really that beneficial over cost basis for the artist, but the consumer, I understand because it's more convenient for them. Like you just have to pay $10 a month and you get unlimited access to all this music. So, I guess it's a different type of form of engagement with your audience, and how you perceive it and how you market it is totally up to the artist. And I see it as streaming as just a new way to like catch fans, like through social media as well, to I don't want to say catch fans, but like introduce fans to me. And I feel like once they come to the shows, that's when they can really, get the physical music from me.
And so mostly people just buy them as souvenirs.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
And when you go to Europe, do you still take vinyl, or do you just take some CDs?
Yes.
You still do? Okay.
Really I feel like people really, really like vinyl because it's like a collector's thing. So
that's cool. I think the prices are actually coming down on vinyl because, like you said, there's more demand for it, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And every show, do you like set up a booth afterward and talk to fans?
Yeah, I love to meet everybody. Yeah, I love to meet everybody at the shows and sign if they want me to sign something for them. And yeah, I really like that part of it because I get to meet people.
And have you had any trouble like with COVID or anything like that?
As far as like playing shows
or people getting sick or anything like that is.
At the height of it, yes. At the height of COVID, when all that was happening, yes. Here lately, no.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Well, talk about your album as a whole. How many songs did you write on this newest release?
I want to say I wrote about half the album,
Mm-hmm.
and we really collaborated. We wrote the album in 2 days.
I'm sorry, in 2 days?
Yes, there's 12 songs. We wrote it in 2 days. Pretty crazy, but that was the most fun part of the process for me, was writing the songs with Tom. It sounds like, how did they do it? But it was just so effortless. Like we just wrote the songs, and it was very therapeutic and very just easy. He made it very easy.
Just you and Tom. Tom's the producer,
Yes.
right?
And then there's a man named Rich Fleming that came in on one of the days as well and helped.
What's Tom's last name?
Ambridge.
Ambridge, okay. And he produced it. He co-wrote like
and
half
he
the song,
drums.
and he played drums. But you have a different drummer on the road.
Yes.
Okay, trying to keep track here. Well, that's pretty cool. Where do you play when you come here to Austin?
Well, we actually be with Buddy for 2 nights at ACL, the Moody Theater, in March.
Cool.
And then I'll have my own show at Antone's in April.
That sounds about right. What are some of the fun things you do here in Austin?
Oh, I just recently was there for the Hendrix Experience show back in December. And I
Did you
didn't
play
really
or you just watched it?
Yeah, I played in it.
Oh, you played. Great.
And that was another highlight to be able to do that.
Where was that?
It was at the Moody Theater.
Okay, so you've played there before, so
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Oh wow, who else was on the bill with you?
Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Zach Wilde, Dweezil Zappa. There was a lot of artists on there.
And was that a tour as well, or just the one show?
They usually do a tour, but it was just a one night 80th birthday celebration type event.
And which song did you get to play?
I played Castles Made of Sand.
Oh wow, did you sing it too?
It was a very hard song, but I did it.
That's awesome. I love that song.
Fun. I sang it and played it.
That's impressive. So that is definitely another career highlight. All right, cool. Well, is there anything I haven't covered here that is important that I didn't hit on? Not
I don't
so
think
much.
so. I think you got everything.
I'm kind of organized like that. I guess the best place to find you is on allyvenableband.com.
Yes, on there you can see everything, my tour dates, photos, information about my new album, my older albums, my store, my fan club. I have a Patreon that people can join for extra stuff, and social media, all that's on there. So that would be the place to go.
And just in case somebody was on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Twitter.
It's just Ally Venable Band. And then TikTok is just Ally Venable Official.
Got it. Yeah, it's not like you've got a Jane Smith or something. So there's probably not that many other Ally Venables out there. Cool.
No, there's not.
Well, I'm glad we got to do this. This was great.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And when you get a chance to listen to the album, I hope you like it as well.
Well, I definitely like the Buddy Guy single, so I'm sure I'll like the rest of it. All right, have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.